Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. It's Siobhan with ToKittyandBeyond. Today we're doing the monthly horoscope readings for Aries. That's Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I also recommend that you watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs to get a better idea of the overall energy that's affecting you in the month of October. So let's just get into it. I'm going to be doing a spread that covers a lot of different themes. So we're going to be using the Gilded Tarot by Barbara Moore and possibly the Rider-Waite to clarify if need be. If you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, all of the information is in the description box below. Just hit the Show More button and shoot me an email. We'll get you booked up there. I do all sorts of readings, not just horoscope, but general spiritual guidance, Reiki Healing Sessions, love readings, romance readings, you know, that kind of thing, twin flames. Also career and finance, or just some general life guidance, whatever you guys need. I'm here for you. Okay, let's get into it. So, in the current self, you're coming up as the Three of Cups in reverse. What is the theme of the month for Aries? Nope. Theme of the month is the Ten of Cups. Awesome. Key goal. Page of Swords in reverse. Obstacle to overcome for Aries in the month of October. Temperance. Major accomplishment. Nope. Nope. There we go. Major accomplishment. What to avoid this month, Aries. Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to go over all of these individually. What to embrace in this month of October. The Moon in reverse. Where to find support. The Chariot in reverse. And the advice and encouragement from Spirit. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So, put this up here. Okay, so your current self is coming up as the Three of Cups. Now, I do want to mention that when I was tuning into your energy before I even pulled any of these cards, I was feeling that a big shift was coming, that a big change was coming, and I was feeling stimulated in my forehead, which is the third eye. So I was feeling third eye activations and big shifts in awareness and perception. So the Three of Cups in reverse, you know, this is your current self in the month of October. Now, keep in mind that time is not linear as we perceive it to be. Time is an illusion, and space, it's all metaphysical in nature, so it can apply to a little bit of September, November, or whenever you feel called to watch this. So it's just when it resonates with you. So Three of Cups in reverse. This is possibly feeling like a lack of connection to other people, or maybe wanting to stay in. I'm feeling as though there was this sort of celebration all summer long, and then now it's coming into the fall time in the northern hemisphere anyway, and you could be feeling a bit like staying inside, not necessarily going out and you know, having drinks with friends and whatnot. The Three of Cups could also indicate some kind of, I don't want to say loss, but I want to feel, I feel as though it's almost like you're letting go of something that you thought was for you, but it actually wasn't. So this is a general reading. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate, it just wasn't meant for you. So the Three of Cups in reverse could also mean a third-party situation. So this being your current self, you could be involved in some level of either romantic or otherwise, some level of third-party. It doesn't have to be another person. It could just be an overall energy. So we'll get clarifiers on the Three of Cups we get clarifiers on the Three of Cups, please, for the current self of Aries in the month of October? So we got Judgment, clarifying the Three of Cups. Okay, so Judgment is this call to action, this awakening, this epiphany, or being asked to make a major decision, moving into a place of purposeful growth and action. So it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like you're disconnecting yourself from those who were distracting you, and your current self is very focused on what you're being called to do at a spiritual level or at a greater level for a higher purpose. And you're moving forward from that, because the theme of the month is the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is a beautiful card to have as your overall theme. It's abundance, it's a happy home. It's, if you can look at just the imagery on the card, it's very peaceful, very tranquil, very complete. It's foundationally secure. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment there. You know, this is a time when you're feeling on top of the world. You're feeling like you've got it all. And you're content. You're content with what you have and how you feel. So congratulations, Aries, because you have put in the work, as we see with the current self, to disconnect yourself from people who were draining you in any way or influencing you in a way that wasn't conducive to your overall goals, which is why Judgment stepped in and either allowed you to walk away peacefully or gave you the enlightenment that you needed to understand what you had to do and why to get to the Ten of Cups. So the key goal this month is the Page of Swords in reverse. So Page of Swords is an energy of information, gathering information, acquiring information, doing research. It's very mental, and it's also, this Page of Swords is a student of communication. So he is trying to learn to communicate at a more intellectual and yet mature level. So him coming up in reverse as the key goal. So I think it's saying, or Spirit is guiding Aries this month to move into a place of thinking before you speak, because that's what just came through. Aries are a fire sign. You guys, you're very passionate. You're very outspoken, and you can be well spoken, but sometimes you don't necessarily think before you act or think before you speak. So what I'm getting from this card for you guys as the key goal is to remain in your mental faculties, not to let them rule you, but to make sure that you're contemplating everything and doing your research. Don't jump to conclusions is what I'm hearing. So trust your intuition, think things through, do your research before making any decisions or saying anything is more what I'm hearing. It's about speaking. So this is communication with others. You may have cut off a friendship or taken a step back from a friendship or relationship because of the communication or the level of communication that was taking place. This could also be indicating that a relationship will be coming into you based on your mature communication, or your ability, or this new ability that you're acquiring to maturely communicate from a place that is balanced and loving. Okay, so the obstacle to overcome is Temperance. Now, Temperance is about balance. As you can see in this imagery, which is so perfect for you guys, it's the balance between fire and water. And if you do not have that balance, the fire can rage and destroy everything. So it's very important for you to find that balance. And how do you do that? Well, you have to experiment. You have to try new things. You have to change one small thing and then see what the reaction was and then go from there. You have to be the scientist in your own life, and it does require you to test things out, trusting your intuition and using your mental faculties like we saw with Judgment and the Page of Swords. So this card in the obstacle position for you guys this month is going to be about finding balance. It may be a bit challenging for you to find the balance between your emotions and your passion, between your mental faculties and your internal need to just push forward, sometimes without thinking. Okay, so now we've got major accomplishments. We've got Judgment again. That's Judgment 2 times in your reading so far, Aries. This is major. These are major arcana. These are huge life lessons that you're learning right now. This is very important time for you, and this is divinely guided, because you see in both of these cards, there's the angels declaring, you know, they're blaring the trumpet. This is communication from the angels. Specifically, I'm getting Archangel Gabriel coming in and guiding you in some way, either through your thoughts, through your dreams, or by physically shifting your life. So this is the major accomplishment, is that you're realizing that you're divinely guided, that everything is in divine timing, and that you're able and you're now willing to work with that guidance rather than against it. So what to avoid this month is the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm hearing what to avoid this month for Aries is impatience. And as a fire sign, you do have a tendency to become impatient when things aren't going to the timing that you expected. And so what Judgment is saying here is that you've got to trust the divine timing, and what Temperance is saying is finding the balance through the process of trusting this divine timing, because it's all going to unfold when it is supposed to, but you guys can sometimes get a little bit impatient, and that can lead to stubbornness or acting without thinking, like we see with the Page of Swords. So what to avoid is allowing that impatience to drive you crazy or push you into doing something that you shouldn't. You know, sit back and really allow this to work in your favor instead of pushing against it or resisting the process. What to embrace this month for Aries is the Moon in reverse. So the Moon in reverse to me speaks of the shadow side. It speaks of bringing up the subconscious mind and addressing the fears that you may have been repressing. Because the only way to move forward is to purge. You have to clean out the underlayers to be able to get everything clean entirely. You can't just clean the surface, you really have to do a deep clean here. So what to embrace is that process, and it can be uncomfortable, and it can be jarring, and it can be painful. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It can be painful, and this can cause you guys to react and or to become impatient with the process, is what I'm hearing. So for you guys this month, to embracing, or sorry, what is this? 2, 4, 6, 7. Sorry, this isn't what to embrace. This is where to find support. It's similar energy. That's why I started to get confused. But where to find support is in your subconscious mind or through your intuition, delving into the shadow self, and then reaching out for help from your angels, from your guides, from your personal, team of light workers that you have with you all the time. This can be accomplished through meditation. Aries would benefit most from meditation because it will help you to find the balance between your fire and all of the other elements. It will help you to find that balance through which you can manifest and through which you can connect and through which you'll be able to have support. So where to find support? Well, it's within yourself. You've got to look deep, deep, deep within yourself to find the support that you're looking for. And that is going to require you to be patient with yourself. It is going to require you to put in some work, to plant those seeds, to really meditate. Find a guided meditation that you like online. If you don't feel comfortable meditating on your own, it can really help to have a little bit of a guide to walk you through that initially until you get more comfortable. And don't push yourself too hard to be perfect initially. It's okay to go through every step of the process, and in fact, it's necessary. So give yourself 5 minutes of meditation time, and don't be hard on yourself if your brain just keeps going and going and going, or if you feel frustrated with the process. That's part of the process, and that is actually moving you forward. So try your best to remain balanced and to be patient through looking within yourself, because it can be difficult or it can be painful, but you can do this, no problem. You've got this, Aries. You're the leader. You are the emperor. You are this strong, fiery, passionate energy. You can do anything you set your mind to. This was what to embrace. Sorry, I'm getting all mixed up, but it's the same energy, what to embrace and where to find support. So this is what to embrace, where to find support. It's the same thing anyway. These two kind of go together. Where to find support is the Chariot in reverse. So again, this is internal movement, finding the balance, bringing things together, the shadow side and the light side. As you can see, as depicted by the sphinxes there, you've got one light, one dark, and then you're up in this palanquin, just chilling out, but you're directing everything because it's balanced. You've reined in both, and now you're able to move forward. So where to find support is internally, because when I'm seeing this in reverse, it's not in the negative sense, it's saying to go within. It's really important for you guys to be going within to be able to move forward. So again, these energies very similar, going within to the subconscious mind, finding balance with temperance again, and being able to move forward from that place. Advice and encouragement is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So once again, we have this internal mental energy. Advice and encouragement may come from a female or a feminine energy in your environment, male or female, but a sensitive feminine energy that is very logical and mentally complete, like very mature, very balanced in the way that they think, very experienced, and very honest, sometimes even a little bit blunt. It can come off blunt, but sometimes that's what you need to hear. Like if a Queen of Swords were to come and talk to a Pisces so bluntly, it might shut them down. But to have a Queen of Swords come in and talk to an Aries so bluntly, it's actually what the Aries needed to hear, and that's what's going to help them grow the most. So it just depends on how the energy is received, but for you guys, this is what you need. And air feeds fire. So when you've got this air coming in, it's going to help you grow your flame, but in a healthy way instead of dousing it. So it's finding the balance between all of the elements, finding a balance between your fire and your water, which is the emotions, and the mental, which is the air. And we've got no pentacles here. So it's this month for you guys is all about going within. Pentacles are in the physical realm, and since you guys have none here except for the Seven of Pentacles, which is in reverse, which is about not being impatient, I think it's more for you guys this month about your emotions and your mental. So you're going to be focusing a lot on balancing yourself out to find this completion that you have been searching for, but it's coming from within you. It's coming from a place of mental balance, which then leads to emotional balance. And it's going to be from your subconscious mind. So you might be interpreting your dreams in a new way, or you might be seeing things in a completely new light because you're receiving this guidance from spirit, this guidance from your angels. You might be seeing synchronicities all the time. It doesn't have to be just number sequences like 111 or 333, 444, that kind of thing repeating in your environment. It can also be words or animals or feathers or phrases or repeating sort of themes that you're noticing. So pay attention to what's going on around you, because you are being divinely guided with 2 judgment cards here. So that's also bringing you to this completion, because judgment is 2 tens and we've got the 10 of cups. So it's 2 tens with 20, but you know what I mean. This is bringing you to completion. This is bringing you to fulfillment. This is getting you to where you want to go. So trust that, follow that, and do your research. look within, really delve deeply into yourself, because that's where you're going to be able to find balance and then move forward in the way that you really, really want to. And it might not be right away, but I do feel like this month is basically putting you on the path where you need to be. It's getting you to shift your focus to where you need to be, and then from there you're going to move forward. So, and then once that forward movement happens, it's going to happen really quickly, and it's going to happen really, really purposefully. All right. So, looking good, Aries. Keep up the good work. Again, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, or a spiritual counseling with me, or a Reiki session with me to clear out your energy field and get you connecting to source and connecting to your higher self, that's really going to help you move forward through this transition. It's not a bad transition, though. I do not see this at all throwing you guys off. I think you guys are going to be a little bit out of your element, but you're going to do fine. You're going to ultimately succeed, which is fantastic. So I love you guys. I will see you next month for your readings. Bye.